rule upon the legitimacy and validity of the members of the parliament, and the proposal made to scrap Article 179 of the Constitution, it aims at creating balance between protecting the nation from the perils of terrorists and ensuring the respect of civil rights and obligations of citizens, to clear the way for scrapping the emergency law once stability and security are restored and suitable circumstances are available to lift the emergency law. My fellow countrymen, priority now is to restore confidence among all Egyptians. Confidence and trust in our economy and international reputation. Confidence in that the change and transformation we started can never be reversed. Egypt
Change you started?
is braving through hard
Please.
times.
Change
where
they started.
we cannot
Not you.
tolerate
Them.
for these
Not you.
circumstances
You
to
did nothing.
continue.
They did it all.
Our economy has suffered losses and damages day by day. It will end up in a situation where the youth who are calling for reform and change be the first victims. The
What?
current moment is not relating to my personality, not to Hosni Mubarak. It is now relating to Egypt, the current situation, the future of its generation. All the Egyptians are lying in the same trench, and we should continue engaging in the national dialogue we had started in a friendly atmosphere, without any enmity and distancing from any differences,
What are they
in
holding?
order to brave through the current crisis and to restore confidence in our economy, stability and peace to our citizens, and to restore the normal way of life to the Egyptian streets. I have been a youth just like you when I learned the ethics of military, loyalty to the homeland and sacrifice for its sake. I have exhausted my life defending the homeland and its sovereignty. I went to war. I won victories. I lived the days of occupation, and I also lived through the days of victory and liberation of Sinai. It was the happiest day of my life when I lifted the flag of Egypt hoisting over Sinai.
Oh, they're not having it.
I faced death on many occasions as a pilot and in Addis Ababa. I never reeled under foreign pressures or dictated orders.
Oh, they're not happy at all.
I worked for the peace, stability, and independence and sovereignty of Egypt.
Oh, you just
Worked
fucked
for
up,
its
son.
development, for the generation of Egypt. I never sought false power or popularity. I am certain that the majority of the people are aware of who Hosni Mubarak is.
Yeah, that's why they're out on the streets telling you to get the fuck out, you
I feel
idiot.
pain in my heart for what I hear from some of my countrymen in any event. While I'm fully aware of the crossroad we are at, and based on my firm conviction that Egypt is going through a defining moment in its history, where we are all required to rise above all differences and to put the interests of the nation above all, to put the homeland above all. I have seen that it is required to delegate the powers of and authorities of the president to the vice president as per the constitution. I am fully aware that Egypt will exit this exit. The will of people cannot be dented. Egypt will be back on its feet in absolute by the genuineness and truth of its people. We will not allow others to gloat over us. We will prove, we the Egyptians, our ability to materialize the demands of people by the civilized, conscious dialogue. We will prove that we are not satellite state followers to others, being dictated orders from others. We shape our own decisions according to the pulse and demands of the people. We will prove all this by the spirit and resolve of the Egyptians,
Focus,
the
focus.
unity of this people, and our adherence to the pride and dignity of Egypt and its unique eternal identity. It is the foundation of our presence and the essence of our civilization over 7,000 of years. This spirit will live on so long as Egypt and its people. This spirit will live on so long as people and its Egypt. This spirit will live within each one of us, farmer, intellectual, the educated, the elderly, the youth, the children, Muslims and Christians. It will live on in the minds and conscience of us and those who are yet to be born. I say again, I have lived for this nation, safeguarded my responsibility and trust. Egypt
They
will
got
live
their
on
shoes on sticks.
above all
Yes.
persons and above all. Egypt will remain until I hand over the trust and the banner. It is the means and the end. It is the responsibility and the duty. The beginning of my life and the end of it. It is the homeland of birth and death. It will remain a dear beloved homeland. I will not separate from the soil until I am buried underneath.
Oh no.
You will remain honest, proud people, standing with your heads held high in dignity and pride. May God save Egypt, a peaceful country, and may God safeguard its people and guide them to the rightful path. And may peace be upon you all.
What?
Well, that was President Hosni Mubarak there addressing the Egyptian people on state television.
Oh, shit's hitting the fucking fan now. Look at this.
The president began his speech.
People are not happy.
It became clear that the president wasn't going anywhere. And then the mood turned to anger. People started to put their shoes in the air. Let's just listen to that crowd now.
Oh, they're pissed. You just fucked up, son.
Carnival-like atmosphere has turned to one of anger and resentment. Let's bring in Al Jazeera's Ayman Mokhyeldin, who's live in Cairo, who can tell us, what are they chanting, Ayman?
What are they chanting?
Well, they've been saying the slogan that has come to symbolize the demands of the people. In Arabic, it is Huwa Yamshi, which means he must leave or he shall leave. And certainly that is not what has happened this evening. So you can get a sense of the anger, or perhaps the motivation now in these calls being resonating so loudly.
What did you make of what you heard in the president's speech?
Alright, guys. This shit's fucking crazy.